Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush Tony Beets celebrates special milestone. Gold Rush star Tony Beets is celebrating a special milestone in his life right now. As one of the most successful members of the Discovery Channel show's cast, Tony has achieved everything with the help of his family. That makes his recent announcement even more special. Here is what Tony had to say and why this is so special for him in his life. Tony Beets announced this special day. Tony Beets has been on Gold Rush since Season 2 and has been a major part of the cast since Season 6. He has been one of the top gold miners since Season 7, where he found 2,176 troy ounces that year. However, he hasn't done it alone. Tony has worked hard to make his gold mining empire a family affair with his wife, Minnie, and their children. Tony took to Facebook to wish his wife, Minnie, a happy wedding anniversary. He wrote in the caption, 43 years ago. Time flies when you have fun. Much of that time together has been mining for gold. Yet it seems like that is just part of the 4 decades of fun that they have spent together as husband and wife. Tony and Minnie started dating in their 20s and married shortly after that. However, they knew each other when they were kids. Minnie said she met Tony when they were very young and living in Holland. They ended up growing up together, getting married, and then moving to Canada to start their gold mining empire. Since that time, Tony and Minnie have had 3 kids and built their gold mining operation into the most successful cruise on Gold Rush. It's a 50-50 game. Tony said about their partnership, as of 2021, the Beets family has turned over $30 million worth of gold in 7 years via Discovery. Tony Beets dealing with family drama on Gold Rush. While this has always been a family affair for Tony Beets and his wife, Minnie, one member of the family has made things tough for them this season on Gold Rush. If the show's editing is to be trusted, Kevin Beets didn't show up at the season start and then told his mom and dad on a video call that he was taking the season off. This was after they were already there to start working. When Kevin didn't show up, Tony Beets had to find out what happened to his son, who is usually in charge of the plant. Kevin and his wife told Tony that they wanted to take the season off to garden at their home. Tony wasn't happy, but he moved on and put Monica in charge over Kevin. This showed that the rest of the family was still in sync with their operations. Please help to wish Tony Beets and Minnie a happy anniversary as they celebrate their 43rd. Let us know your favorite Beets moments in the comment section below. The Yukon's late summer sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows over the sprawling Klondike goldfields. The air was thick with the mingled scents of pine, freshly turned earth, and the faint hum of diesel. It was an ordinary day for the thousands of prospectors and miners chasing the elusive promise of gold. But for Tony Beets, it was anything but. Tony Beets, known to fans around the world as the Viking of the Klondike, stood atop the weathered catwalk of his colossal dredge, surveying his domain. Today marked a significant milestone. 30 years since he first staked his claim in these rugged hills. 30 years of relentless work, untold hardships, and spectacular triumphs. It was a journey that had seen him transform from a Dutch immigrant with a dream into one of the most successful and respected miners in the Yukon. The celebration kicked off in typical Beets fashion, with the roar of engines and the clatter of machinery. Tony had always believed that the best way to honor the past was by forging ahead, and today was no exception. His family, Minnie, Kevin, Monica, and Mike, had gathered, their faces smeared with dirt and their eyes gleaming with the same fiery determination that had driven Tony for decades. All right, let's see if we can find some color today. Tony bellowed, his voice carrying over the din of the dredge. His family echoed his enthusiasm, their laughter and banter filling the crisp morning air. The dredge, a hulking beast of steel and iron, groaned to life. It had been a risky investment, but Tony's gamble had paid off. Over the years, it had sifted through countless tons of gravel, uncovering rich veins of gold that had solidified his reputation as a mining legend. Today, as it chugged and whirred, it seemed almost to celebrate with them, its clanking rhythms a tribute to the years of toil and triumph. As the dredge worked its way through the gravel, Tony's mind wandered back to those early days. He remembered the first time he set foot in Dawson City, his pockets almost empty but his heart brimming with dreams. The challenges had been immense: harsh winters, broken machinery, and the ever-present specter of failure. But through it all, he had persevered, driven by a love for the land and an unyielding belief in his own potential. The Beets family gathered around a makeshift table set up near the dredge, laden with food and drink. Minnie, Tony's steadfast partner in both life and business, had prepared a feast worthy of the occasion. There were hearty stews, fresh baked bread, and an assortment of local delicacies. Tony raised a glass, his eyes twinkling with a rare moment of sentimentality. To 30 years of hard work, family, and the gold that keeps us going, he said, his voice gruff with emotion, and to many more years to come. Cheers! The family chorused, clinking their glasses together. Laughter and stories flowed as freely as the beer, each tale a thread in the rich tapestry of their shared history. As the sun dipped lower, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, the Beets clan gathered around a roaring bonfire. The crackling flames cast a warm glow over their faces, highlighting the lines etched by years of labor and the smiles born of countless shared victories. Kevin and Monica strummed guitars, their music blending with the sounds of the wild Yukon night. Tony sat back, his arm around Minnie, watching his children with a sense of pride that words could scarcely capture. They had grown up in this harsh, beautiful land, learning its secrets and its lessons. They had become miners in their own right, each carrying forward the Beets' legacy in their unique ways. Kevin, with his technical acumen and innovative spirit, was always looking for new ways to improve their operations. Monica, fiercely independent and tenacious, had carved out her own niche, proving time and again that she was every bit her father's daughter. Mike, though younger, showed promise and a passion for the work that was unmistakably a Beets trait. As the night wore on, Tony found himself thinking about the future. The gold rushes of old were long gone, replaced by modern technology and meticulous planning. Yet, the core of it remained unchanged. The pursuit of gold, the thrill of discovery, and the bonds forged in the crucible of hard work. Tony knew that the road ahead would not be easy. There would be new challenges to face, new obstacles to overcome. But as he looked around at his family, he felt a profound sense of optimism. Together, they had weathered every storm, faced every trial. Together, they would continue to chase the dream that had brought them to the Yukon so many years ago. In the flickering light of the bonfire, Tony raised his glass once more. "To the future," he said, his voice steady and strong. "May it be as golden as the past." In the heart of the Yukon, where the rugged landscape is a tapestry of snow-capped peaks and sprawling forests, a legend of the gold mining world was about to make an announcement that would ripple through the mining community and beyond. Tony Beets, the burly Dutchman with a penchant for bulldozers and a heart as rich as the veins of gold he chased, stood atop a makeshift stage fashioned from the bed of a well-worn flatbed truck. The anticipation in the air was palpable, the crowd a sea of familiar faces: miners, mechanics, locals, and even a few curious tourists drawn by the mystique of the man known as the King of the Klondike. Tony's face, weathered by years of hard work and unyielding Yukon winters, broke into a rare, wide grin as he surveyed the crowd. His wife, Minnie, stood beside him, her eyes sparkling with the same excitement that buzzed through the gathering. Their children, now seasoned miners themselves, lingered close, knowing this was a momentous occasion. With a raspy, commanding voice that carried over the din, Tony began, "Ladies and gentlemen, friends, and fellow miners, today is not just another day in the Klondike. Today, we are here to celebrate something special, something that goes beyond the gold we pull from this ground." He paused, letting the suspense build. "Today, we announce the first ever Beets Family Day at our Eureka Creek claim." A cheer erupted, the crowd's enthusiasm matching the twinkle in Tony's eye. Beets Family Day was to be a celebration unlike any other, a testament to the grit, determination, and community spirit that defined not just the Beets family, but everyone who called the Yukon home. Tony raised a hand to quiet the crowd. "This isn't just about us. It's about all of you. The miners who work their fingers to the bone, the families who support them, the local businesses that keep us going. Today, we're opening our doors and our hearts. There will be tours of the claim, so everyone can see what it takes to run an operation like this. We'll have competitions, games for the kids, and a feast that would make even the hungriest prospector full." Minnie stepped forward, her warmth and charisma radiating from the stage. "We want to share our story, our successes, and our challenges with you all. It's been a long road to get here, and we couldn't have done it without your support. Today is about giving back and celebrating the incredible community we're all part of." The details of Beets Family Day were as grand as the announcement itself. Tony and his crew had transformed the claim into a bustling fairground. There were tents and stalls set up with various activities, gold panning stations for kids and adults alike, demonstrations of heavy machinery, and even a mini excavator competition. The more adventurous could try their hand at driving a bulldozer under Tony's watchful eye, a privilege that brought a mix of excitement and trepidation. Food was in abundance, a nod to the diverse backgrounds of the mining community. Dutch stroopwafels shared the table with Canadian poutine, barbecued salmon from the nearby rivers, and hearty stews simmering in large pots. The centerpiece, however, was a massive pig roast, a tribute to the Beets family's heritage and their love for a good, hearty meal. As the day unfolded, laughter and the hum of conversation filled the air. Children darted between activities, their faces smeared with ice cream and dirt, while adults swapped stories and marveled at the scale of the Beets operation. It was a rare glimpse behind the scenes, a chance to see the blood, sweat, and tears that went into every ounce of gold extracted from the stubborn Yukon soil. Tony himself was in his element, moving through the crowd with a perpetual smile, shaking hands, posing for photos, and occasionally barking good-naturedly at his crew to ensure everything ran smoothly. His larger-than-life persona was matched only by his genuine affection for the people around him. The highlight of the day came in the form of the Golden Nugget Challenge, a scavenger hunt that sent teams scurrying across the claim in search of clues and hidden treasures. The grand prize, a sizable gold nugget unearthed by Tony himself, was enough to get even the most jaded miner's blood pumping. As the sun began its slow descent, casting a golden glow over the claim, Tony took the stage once more. "This day has been about more than just fun and games. It's a reminder of what we can achieve when we come together. Mining is tough. Life out here is tough. But together, we can turn even the hardest days into something worth celebrating." He gestured to the horizon, where the Yukon River wound its way through the valley. "This land has given us so much. It's given us a livelihood, a home, and most importantly, it's given us each other. So here's to the Klondike, to gold, to family, and to all of you. Thank you for making this day one for the books."